What is up, YouTube, and welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark. I've got a really exciting mail call today. I have two awesome AOKs, and I want to get right into them. But first, check this out. So before we get into those, be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have, I appreciate it. Go ahead and ring that notification bell so you know when future content drops. That's kind of important because I'm getting really close to that 500 subscriber mark. I'm about 25 away. And when I get there, I'm going to be doing my next giveaway. Don't know what I'm going to do, but it's going to be limited to subscribers. So if you haven't already hit that button, go ahead and do that now. What are you waiting for? So first off, I got shirts. My wife got me this for Valentine's Day. My first channel shirt. I loved it, and I got some feedback from the community and reached out to some people, and I placed my first order. I got 25 of them ordered. And I appreciate everybody who is getting one. Thank you guys so much, and hopefully this will go smoothly, and they're on the way to being made and get them out to you guys as quick as possible. Then possibly do some more after that, maybe different colors or something like that. Who knows? So let's get into these mail calls. A lot of good stuff's going on. So I know you've seen the thumbnail. So one of these is from Tyler from Whack Comics. I know what's in here. I'm very excited about it. We're going to do this last. It is amazing. I can't wait to see it in person. The other one is actually from DC Comics themselves. So DC Comics sent me an email last week. Yeah, I think last week. And they said, thank you so much for being a day one subscriber to the DC Universe app. And if you don't know what that is, that's the streaming service. It started as a streaming service. And, let's just go ahead and take a look at it real quick while I tell you. But it started as a streaming service where you can read all the comics you want to and watch their new exclusive shows. And then after the first of the year here, all their shows moved over to HBO Max. Moved over to HBO Max, and they beefed up their app. And it's an amazing, amazing catalog of books. Now they have a lot more newer titles on here, like you see Death Metal's on there, the Joker War stuff. So pretty much it's got you right up until Future State. And I've really enjoyed this. It's like $5.99 a month, but I pay for it annually. And you can see where it keeps track of where you left off with each series that you're reading. There's so much content on here. Anything you could think of, new stuff, old stuff. They do have a lot of digital first series that come out every day. So there's a lot of these titles where this Deceased is limited to just the digital first stuff. And it has been amazing. It kind of fills in that time gap where that happened between the first volume and the second volume. But they've got all kinds of cool stuff on here. And you can go in, you can check them by artist, time eras, and this is the cool part. You can go to storylines. So if you want to read complete famous storylines like Crisis on Multiple Earths, that's where it all started with this whole multiverse and comic books right there. You got Young Justice World Without Young Justice, Batman Robin Rises, Batman Face to Face, DC Genesis. So you'll see like actual, like more recognizable story arcs here. The whole Fourth World Saga, and you can just click on those, and it'll take you into the books in reading order. So it takes you straight through those Jimmy Olsen issues where Darkseid first cameoed a few times, all the way into Forever People where he made his first full appearance. And you see how it's flip-flopping between titles, Jimmy Olsen, Jimmy Olsen. Then it goes over to Forever People. So it puts them all in order for you so you can read complete stories in order. But it is an awesome app, and it's so easy to get your money's worth. Look at that. All American Comics. You get that classic Green Lantern stuff in there. But yeah, there's just so much great stuff in there. But if you haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out. You're able to browse around on it, look at it without actually paying for it yet. If you go to try to read something, it'll ask you for a subscription. But I read like the whole Convergence series in 2 weeks, which is like 94 issues, and all the tie-ins and everything from that huge cash grab they did. So that's like 5 years worth of membership at least right there. So it really pays for itself so quick. But I I pre-subscribed to it a few years ago when it was getting ready to launch, and they made it available for me before the actual launch date. So I was able to beta test it. I've just kept my subscription since then, and they sent me a thank you email for being a longstanding customer of theirs. and they gave me a $25 gift card. So they do have a shop over there. Man, I didn't even point that out to you guys. But they do have a DC shop on there with apparel, merchandise, collectibles, all kinds of cool stuff. And here recently they added a few more things to it, and I couldn't help myself. But I got this shirt completely for free. Boom! Look at that! Look at that! Who's ready for the Snyder Cut? Who's ready? I'm ready for the Snyder Cut. So pumped. You already know what time it is. Dark Side is. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I was so excited to see some new Dark Side stuff on there. I guess they waited to add it to we were getting closer to the trailer because it is obviously movie images and stuff. And there's another really cool one of him sitting on his throne, just kind of hunched over. But it was an all black. I'm not a big fan of wearing black t-shirts, but huge fan of wearing free t-shirts. Look at that. Kyle, look at that. It is. It's so awesome. Very excited. Yep, it's a medium, so they sent the right size. So yeah, I'll definitely be wearing that on March 18th while I'm sitting there screaming for 4 hours straight in excitement while I watch the Snyder Cut. Very excited. But yeah, who's excited? We're excited. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So next, we got this. Again, this is from Tyler over at Whack Comics. He is 50% of the awesomeness that makes up Whack Comics. Lee is the other 50%. It might be 60-40. I'm not exactly sure the ratio of awesomeness over there. You would really have to go check their channel out and decide for yourself. And if you haven't already, check their channel out and subbed them up. I don't know what you're doing. Those guys are hilarious. They're crazy. They got their own little thing going on. They have a very unique channel. It is always a good time watching those guys. And they both hung out on my channel on my little Friday morning chat. Yeah, go give them a subscribe. They're really cool. And this is the book that Tyler hears me talking about John Jang stuff all the time because I talk about John Jang books all the time. Love that artist. And I was talking about how I'm missing the Joker Deceased book and how I've been watching for it and waiting for it, just wanting to get the right price for it. And he left a comment in one of my live chats and said he had it, and we were talking about possibly doing a trade. And then it's going to take me a while to get around to going through my stuff to see what I might have that he likes and stuff. And he ended up messaging me and telling me, you know, man, you definitely need this more than I do, and he'd like to AOK it to me, which is kinder than words can describe. I really appreciate it, Tyler. Like, that was really awesome of you. And so he ended up AOKing this book to me. So it does have a note that says, I had to send this to you, even though I wanted to keep it because I really want you to give DC Comics a shot. I think if you do, you'll really enjoy them. These are characters like Nightwing, Wonder Woman, and Superman in DC that I think you will enjoy. Tyler, aka Whack Comics. So he's taking a little obvious jab there. For anyone who watches my channel, know that I'm very DC Comics heavy. This is gorgeous, you guys. Tyler, these books, man. A lot of these, that's what really got me with John Jay. If you go back and watch one of my first videos, it's a Power Ranger unboxing, and it was my first John Jang book that I got. And this was before I really knew who he was. I just saw this awesome Draken New Dawn cover and had to get it. And when the image looked awesome, when I got it in hand and actually saw it, I'm like, dude, that is insane. That transfer. Like, sometimes images look great on the computer when you're pre-ordering them, but then when they hit that paper, they lose some of their effect. They get a little too dark. They're a little distorted. But it was insane, the level of detail and awesomeness and how much it still popped. So it had me look at some of his other stuff. And this is actually the first book that Jang did over at DC Comics. And it was Deceased, issue number 1. And this is the Comics Elite variant, the Virgin variant. Let me see if coming out of this top letter, if it might be a little more visible. How insane that is, man. Good God. I've been wanting this book for a long time. Jeez. Just the level of detail in this is just mind blowing. I mean, I don't know if he gives it justice or if you can see it, but all the hair on his head and stuff. just a little man. A loss for words, Tyler. Man, that was so cool, dude. Thank you so much. And of course, he sent that wax sticker with it, which is awesome. It's going to go with my stickers. Not sure what I'm going to do with all my stickers yet. I'm getting around to figuring that out. Another cool thing, Joker will be back in the Snyder cut. He looks like he's in that nightmare sequence. Bulletproof vest, long hair, looking crazy with scars on his face. Tattoos are gone. It's going to be wild, guys. But wow, 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 wow. Jeez, can you imagine that? Like, look at that. An AOK from Tyler over at Whack Comics and DC Comics all on the same day. I can't get over that. I just can't get over it. Dang, looks like Superman's gonna have to come down here soon. That is insane. Guys, check out Whack Comics. Their link is in the description. Go over there, give them some love. Go check out their stuff. Drop a comment. Tell them we are Legion. And I hope everyone has a great day. Thank y'all so much for checking out the channel. Remember, hit that like button if you haven't already, and got information in the description as well if you want to find my Instagram or check out my Facebook page. I don't do as much on that, but I try to just put like news, like comic news when I see something cool, series being announced, stuff like that. And I don't have time to do it all, so I just throw some stuff on there every now and then when I happen to see something. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I hope you all have a great evening. And as always, I'm Mark. He's Joker, but we are Legion.